Pretty much in every single country you go to, you have to learn the language, except for the Philippines. Cause
You don't?
No, we don't have to learn Tagalog. Really, we're open to
Even
for
if you
everyone.
wanna be like a permanent resident or like a citizen or
No,
something.
we're happy to accept everyone.
That's
We're happy
nice.
to accept everyone. You don't have to learn our language.
Okay.
Most Filipinos can speak English. It's very easy to communicate
that's
with.
true.
Yeah.
You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So the reason that we haven't been vlogging much the last 2 or 3 weeks is actually because we have to apply for his permanent residency again. So the way it works in Vienna is first time you get here as a spouse of an Austrian, you get the residency for 1 year and then
No.
sorry baby, Alba wants me to play with the giraffe. Can you hold this?
Yeah. So that's the reason. Yeah, that's one of the reasons we haven't been vlogging like in 2 weeks. Cause first of all, I was busy, like with my study. Cause I need to learn German for my application. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were busy processing my papers so I can extend my visa for 3 years this time. Cause the past 2 years, we only been extending my visa for 1 year. Then take a German exam, then 1 year, 1 year again, then take another German exam. But this time it's different. I can extend it for 3 years, but I have to get my A2 level German language. So yeah.
You have to show proof of all your financial details, basically. So there's this number, depending how many people live in your household. So it depends how many kids you have, or whether you have kids or not. And it's like the minimum income you must have in order to be able to stay here. And it also depends how much rent you pay or whatever expenses you may have, whether you have a loan or I don't know. That's also something they check. So we have to like prove that we don't have any loans taken out.
Yeah,
We're not in
we don't
debt.
have problems when it comes to all of that, so we're good with that part. My part is doing my German language.
Yeah,
that's the only problem pretty much we have. Because
not
German
a-
language is so hard. I thought it's gonna be
Yeah.
easy like English, but no, it's on different level. There's different thing you need to learn because
The grammar is
the
very
grammar
tricky.
is very hard. And
banana!
Austrians, they're very polite when they talk in German. They sound angry when they talk, but they're actually polite when they speak to each other. So that's the thing I need to learn.
You know, it's a bit like in the Philippines because, you know, so in Australia, when
Yeah.
we lived in Australia, people don't call each other ma'am or sir. It's not like that at all. All your doctors, you call them by the first name. All your bosses, everywhere that we worked, we would call a boss by their first name. You don't say Mr. or Mrs. or ma'am. No, it's weird. Like
Yeah.
Australia is not formal at all. Thank you, Abba. Thanks. I'm full, but okay.
Thank you, Shatsi.
And then when we went to Philippines, it's like really different. Like they're so polite. Everybody's like mom and
Sir,
sir. I'm like,
salamat
excuse
po,
me, why are you
ma'am."
calling me ma'am? I'm not that old. But it's just what they call
Yeah,
everyone
they're
that.
very polite in Philippines.
Yeah, I think US is more like that, but I haven't really been to the US.
as
So
well?
yeah, but Australia is not. Like they're very informal. And then you come to Austria and they're also very polite, you know. If somebody has a title, they will insist that you call them by the title. Like
Yeah, they love the title.
they do. They're ridiculous.
Well, they study hard for that, so you might as well,
I don't know.
give them the title.
Austrians,
Oh,
you know, Micah Babayan can be a little over the top with that.
Dr. Frederica or what other titles they...
I only have a master, I don't have a doctor title, so. Here, Baba.
I mean, for example,
Yeah, doctor, magister,
but
and then even the old-fashioned ones that you don't use anymore, like engineer and I don't know. Well, anyway, I was just about to say, yeah, and in Philippines they're like that as well, and then you say, "Kumusta po kayo?" You know, and here you also have to use the polite form. And in English, it's just like you and you and you. So that's different.
So if you guys had an experience about processing your papers here in Austria or anywhere around the world, just comment down below. We would like to hear your story. Pretty much in every single country you go to, you have to learn the language, except for the Philippines. Because
You don't?
Philippines, no, we don't have to learn Tagalog. Really, we're open to
Even if
for
you
everyone.
wanna be like a permanent resident or like
No.
a citizen or
No,
something.
we're happy to accept everyone.
That's
We're happy
nice.
to accept everyone. You don't have to learn our language.
Okay.
Most Filipinos can speak English. It's very easy to communicate
that's
with.
true.
Yeah, in Australia you gotta learn, like you gotta do English test. In here you gotta do German test. Yeah,
Yeah, but Australia is not as strict as Austria because you don't have to take like another test every.
Austria is very strict.
Couple of
You
years.
have to take the test. I've been taking the test 2 years in a row now. But the next test, that's the one I need to get ready for. It's gonna be 3 years, but it's a lot harder.
Yeah.
That's why I need B1 level. So I have to study for that.
Did any of you take the B1 German exam? Then let us know. How hard is it? How long did you study? Be honest. I think it's really hard.
The B1, yeah.
Yeah.
B1. Every time I come home, I always get a headache. Like the language is just on different level, man. Like I'm not even joking. It's very very hard. I know it's not one of the hard. It's not hard compared to other languages. Like I think Arabic is gotta be hard, no? Because
Yes.
you can't really read that, or other Asian countries.
I think Chinese must be hard, like Mandarin must be harder, and
Yeah.
like Arabic.
Yeah.
But it's one of the hard, like, for example, I learned French and Russian in school and English and Latin.
Yeah, she can speak a few languages. So
I don't really remember that much, especially Russian. I forgot most of it, but I had it in school. But German grammar is really one of the hardest. And Tagalog, I don't want to say it's easy because the pronunciation, everything is really hard for me. But the grammar is definitely easier than German because German grammar is just one of the most complex.
Yeah.
But I'm not an expert. I'm sure there's a lot of hard languages to learn, but German is definitely one of them. Well, but the thing is, it's hard to really speak it perfectly and correctly. I think it's nearly impossible for somebody who didn't grow up learning German. I mean, you will make some mistakes with all the cases and the datas, but the thing is, it doesn't matter because people will understand you even if you get the grammar wrong. That's the good thing about it. It's not like they can misunderstand it. They will just notice, okay, he mixed up there and does, but
I always
but
mix
they
up
know,
there and
but they know what you're talking about, And most people who aren't born here, they can't get it 100% right all the time because it's really hard.
yeah.
But you still know what they're talking about, so you wouldn't even notice if they make those mistakes. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I think he's doing really well so far.
I'm very lucky to have my wife here. She's very supportive of everything I do. She's my number one fan. And, so
Of course.
just happy I've found her. Oh, she found me.
Oh, so cheesy.
I know. I just don't want to sleep in the couch tonight. I'm trying to be nice.
Oh.
It's kind of cold in the couch, so yeah.
You can see me. You can keep the dog. Alba and I will take the bed. No.
Anyways, let us know your experience when you're applying for your papers around the world, not just in Germany or Austria, anywhere around the world. Let us know what you guys experience in Middle East, Canada.
Yeah, we would love to
USA.
hear that. Like,
Yeah.
how is it around the world?
Yeah.
Because we only have experience in Australia and here.
We
But
only experience in
But it's
Australia,
a
Philippines,
big-
and here. Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of places that might be tricky to get into. I don't
Yeah.
know. And Filipinos are everywhere in the world.
Wherever we're taking over.
Like, it's so funny. Since I met you, I actually notice when people around me speak Tagalog everything, because when I used to fly to Sydney, I always had a stopover in Dubai. And then after I studied Tagalog, suddenly I noticed that most people working in that lounge where I was taking like a break, because sometimes I get like free upgrades. Of course I can't afford business class because it's crazy expensive, but because I traveled by myself, sometimes they would upgrade me because when they just have like a single seat left, and most people they travel in couples or families, and then the single people they might easier get an upgrade. So I think I got like 4 or 5 upgrades
Yeah.
back then. It was so nice to be in business class because I could never afford it. It's like, I don't know, especially the long distance. It's so expensive. Well, anyway, it was really nice. And then I went to this launch in Dubai, and suddenly I noticed that everyone there was Filipino. I heard Tagalog everywhere. Like, oh wow, I had no idea that all these Filipinos worked in Dubai. So yeah, that's when I learned about that. And then he told me about friends working there and relatives. And then yeah, it's really common. But it's just something I never knew before. And then suddenly Tagalog everywhere. And even in Vienna, when I'm going through the city, I'm like, oh, it's Tagalog.
She was like,
I'm
I was like,
Kababayan, Kababayan.
Kababayan. It's like, dude, you have to help me like that.
I got so excited. Like, oh,
Every time
I
she
can
sees
hear it.
Filipinos and she hears them talk Tagalog,
Yeah.
she gets so excited.
And in Sydney on the train, when I hear Tagalog, I'm like, oh, trying to understand.
Marites.
No, it's just, you know, when you learn a language, you get excited when you hear people speak it.
Yeah, she gets excited every time she hears Filipino talking.
Yeah. That's when I noticed how many Filipinos there are in all the places we went to. Like in Sydney, in Vienna.
Yeah, I
'cause-
didn't expect there would be a lot of Filipinos in Vienna.
Yeah.
We only found out we went to food festival
Yeah.
last year. It's like, wow, there's a lot of Filipinos here. Yeah.
Yeah, because we want Alba to, to grow up learning Tagalog, and we don't have any relatives here. So it's nice when we can go places where she can hear people speak Tagalog. So she gets used to it. Right?
Yeah. Sorry, I was watching Alba.
No, she's just dancing with Sydney. Hi!
Hello.
Anak!
Okay. What do you think? Bango-bango naman, bagong paligo anak ko.
Hi!
So, I think that's enough. That's it. I think that's it for today's vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah? I
Yeah.
think we covered.
Maybe we can do a more detailed talk about the visa
Yeah.
application one
Well,
day.
if you guys want to hear about the visa application.
If there's anyone who wants to come to Austria, I don't know if anybody does, and you need help, but we only have experience with the
We already
partner
have
visa.
experience, so if you guys want to come, want to know the process of the visa application, then yeah, let us know. Or if you guys want to come to Vienna, first thing you need to do, marry the puti.
Yeah,
If you can't marry a puti, then you gotta be a
maybe
nurses.
maybe we should open an agency for Austrian women and Filipino men who wanna meet.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of Austrians would want to marry to my kababayan. I mean, who wouldn't? You got yourself a Filipino, so.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alrighty.
that's it for now.
Okay.
See you guys
See
in the next
ya.
vlog.
Sige. Ingat.
Paalam.
Paalam. Sa ulitin.